so that, I bring up Mike Lindell, and I bring him up because, he's out there and he's spreading this, and it's it's like you sort of want to laugh and roll your eyes, and yet 78% of registered Republicans don't think Joe Biden is the president of the United States. I mean, this is the terrifying reality. So Mike Lindell, as you know, has been pushing the lie and continues to do it day by day. And today he went on a podcast with the former Trump advisor, Steve Bannon. I wanted to play this exchange for you, Gabe.
If you're a politician and you're running for office, you know what? If you're not thinking about fixing 2020 first, you're not going to win anyway, and shame on you. If you don't know Donald Trump won that election, you've been living in a cave, and you're not going to win. I have committed to that. I've said since February, since absolute proof, that we're getting this all the evidence I have to the Supreme Court. That will be done before Thanksgiving. That's in stone.
Gabe, how do you even deal with this, given that it does reverberate and have power?
I don't know. It's you sit back and you look at these things and you're like, okay, I feel so bad for you that you feel this way, that you've been lied to this hard. And here's the problem. There are millions and millions of good, hardworking, take care of their kids, God-fearing Americans who listen to this and want to believe it, because it's kind of like the 1972 thing when Nixon won and they talked to a woman in Manhattan and said, I don't know anybody that voted for him. It's the same thing, but more aggravated and more angry. And Lindell is just off on his own thing. Talking about a cave, he's on a different planet. We all know this. I mean, on some level, I actually feel sorry for the man, because he was a sort of a American story of success. And he's throwing away millions and millions of dollars to con artists who are telling him these things. I mean, it's kind of like Rudy Giuliani talking to the president, saying over and over again, you've been cheated, you've been duped, this is all happening. And the president wanted to hear that, so he believed it. And it's just terrifying to agree. But what we have to do, and I'm frustrated because this has happened on the right this time, and in my state on the left last time, we need grown-ups to say, guess what? There are times in life when you lose. Maybe this goes back to kids all getting trophies for participating. I don't know. But the main thing is you're going to lose sometimes and you're going to win sometimes. And it's not the end of the world either way. And yes, listen, I was a political consultant, and I'm probably guilty of this at some level. In my life, I ran campaigns, and there were situations where and as both sides do this, if the other guy wins, they're going to burn your family. And then the other side says, if the other side wins, they're going to burn your family. After a while, the American people believe if the other side wins, they're going to burn their family. And we have to get to a point where it's like, you know what? We need to take things away from D.C., get to the local level, focus on those things, and not have our soul and life wrapped up in these things. And maybe then they will understand that there's millions of Americans and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who run elections who are honest, fair individuals. And what we've seen in Arizona and in Georgia, the same kind of things we see in every election, where there's a few things that happen here and there that, you know what, maybe a person didn't sign a document right. Maybe a person didn't, do the chain of custody 100% correct. It doesn't mean you throw out 43,000 votes. It doesn't mean you do.
Yeah.
These people they're following the law, they're following the rules, they're exercising their right to vote in America. And the thing is, you know what I want? I want high turnouts and wide margins. That way we can avoid these things. The problem is we have states like Arizona and Georgia, we have high turnouts and close margins, and we're going to have these kind of fights. So we have to pass laws like we passed in Georgia that will give credit and credence to these things without disenfranchising other people, so that everybody knows, Republican, right, Democrat, black, white, young, old, rich, poor, that the outcome of the election is really the outcome of the election.
That's the goal. All right, Gabe, I appreciate you. Thank you.